Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to Adventure Quiz live stream number 7. Quizman Adam here, as always, at your service. Now, just before we kick off, I would like to extend a huge thank you to all of my supporters on Patreon. It really does mean so much to have you all behind me, no matter what tier of support you sign up for. Every little helps. It is making a big difference. So once again, thank you very much. Now tonight we are going to be delving into the world of literature for Picture Round. We're going to be putting things in order during the spotlight, and then we're going to be taking on a surprisingly funny audio challenge right at the very end, just before our quiz mode challenge. Now if you're joining us for the first time, a very big welcome to you. There are loads of different ways that you can play along. The easiest of all is just to sit back, have a drink and enjoy the show. You could write your answers down if you fancy it. If not, you could use the digital answer pack, the DAP. All you need to go to adventurequizzes.com, sign up for the DAP. It will calculate your scores and enter you into possibly becoming one of tonight's winning teams. So let's kick off, as we always do, with our first round, which is fact or fiction. Now, fact or fiction, as always, 5 statements, fact or fiction. All you need to do is say whether you think it's fact or fiction, or if you're using the DAP, just press fact or fiction. So our first statement, I love these ones tonight. Our first statement is this: fact or fiction. Early versions of the computer mouse were actually called turtles. Do you think it is fact or fiction? Fact or fiction? You decide. I can tell you it is fact. Absolute fact. And there is an early turtle, as it was. It was sort of dome shaped, which makes sense to give it the name of turtle. Okay, your next statement is this fact or fiction. A survey carried out last year has revealed that 1 in 10 adults in the UK have never learnt to ride a bike. It seems like a lot, but is it fact or is it fiction? Press your answer or write it down. Good evening, Crimson and White. I can tell you it is fact. Absolute fact. Does seem like quite a lot, but it is fact. Okay, your next statement. What do we reckon? The largest moth, yes, moth, in the world has a wingspan of 50 centimetres. What's 50 centimetres? It's about that. So do you reckon, is that fact or fiction? The largest moth in the world has a wingspan of just under 50 centimetres. Fact or fiction? Thank you. I try to be on the ball every day. I've shaved as well. Did you notice? I got criticised last week. I can tell you that statement is fiction. Complete fiction. The largest moth in the world is the Atlas moth, but they only grow to about 30 centimetres. Although, the size of that thing, I would not let it anywhere near me. Okay, your penultimate statement now. Is it fact or fiction? The gavel used by auctioneers to signal a sale was originally an ink stamp used to authenticate the bid. What do you reckon? Is that fact or fiction? God, we're busy on the chat already. I can say it is fiction. It is fiction. I made it up, but it seems like it could be the case, but no, it's not. Okay, your final statement now. Is this fact or fiction? The grasp of a newborn is so strong that it could potentially support its own weight hanging in mid-air. Imagine a newborn baby hanging with one hand in mid-air. Do you think it's fact or fiction? I can tell you it is fact. It is a fact. Insane fact as well. And they're just to prove, look what they're doing to that poor newborn baby. The lady underneath, I've got you. So it does happen. It does happen. Okay, are we ready? Fact or fiction over. Let's move on to Big Mix Bingo. General knowledge, 16 questions. In most of the cases, if you're using the DAP, all you have to do is press the first letter of the answer. There are some differences as we go through tonight. If you're just using pen and paper, just write your answer down. If you're not using pen and paper, just say it in your head or say it out loud to yourself. Okay, so first question. Nice and easy, just to kick us off. On which part of the body would you wear a sombrero? A sombrero, and there's a bit of that Magnum or Blue Steel. I'm not quite sure, but on which part of the body would you wear a sombrero? Write your answer down or press the first letter on the DAP. Question number 2. In which hand does the Statue of Liberty hold her torch? So is it her left or her right? So which hand, it's a great little 50-50. Just go with gut instinct on this. In which hand does the Statue of Liberty hold the torch? Is it the left or the right hand? Moving on to question number 3 now. Very apt, rainbows. Which colour is seen at the top of the rainbow? So you've got your rainbow. Which one is at the top, at that higher level of the rainbow? Just press the first letter of the colour or write it down or do whatever you do. As long as you're just doing it and having fun. That's the important thing. Your next question now, number 4. What is the name of the murder victim in a game of Cluedo? Now, it does vary. So, Niner with the Misfits, don't worry, it still starts with the same letter, though. It still starts with the same letter. So, it's different depending on what side of the Atlantic you're on, but it always starts with the same letter. So, what is the first letter? Or indeed the name? Don't go with any first names, just last name is fine. Okay, let's try question number 5. Still at the easy end, I think. How many pawns does each player have in the game of chess? So each player, not the total number in all of the parts. So if you were one player, your black ones or your white ones, how many would you have at the start of a game? Try question number 6. What name is given to a sequence of letters that reads the same backwards as it does forwards? So there's some examples there. So we've got kayak, taco cat, race car, never odd or even. That's a good one. Step on no pets. That's a good advice. And UFO tofu. But what is that? The name of that phenomenon? What do we call it? Oh, big shout out to Ollie and Lucy as well from Lucifer. This evening I'm drinking a Big Foam Don Zocco, a beer. Lovely little care package that they sent me. So cheers to Lucifer. 1,000 points in my heart for you. Oh, nice one, Ken. Rats live on no evil star. Let's try number 7 before we all just get... Oh, I was going to give out the answer then. Number 7. What is the name of Snoopy's little bird friend? There he is, the little yellow one. But what is his name? I don't know. Taco cat. I wouldn't... I mean, I don't think I'd eat one. Not a whole one, at least. Oh god, this is where I lose track because I get confused with I get confused, but I just get absorbed into chat. So we'll go with question number 8 now. You all know this one. In which city would you find the 61 centimetre tall bronze statue of a little boy peeing into a fountain's base? It's such a popular tourist attraction, and it's like it's on my head. Get off! But in which city would you find him? It is really, yeah, it is really nice, Ollie. Really, really nice. Thank you. Okay, let's go to number 9. According to Douglas Adams, what number is the meaning of life? I mean, yeah, it's one of those ones you even know or you don't know. But once you do know, you hardly ever forget that number. So what number is the meaning of life? A bass tone denotes a bad age. Is that is that no? That doesn't work, does it? Okay. I'm just I'm just making a fool of myself. Right, let's try number 10. Which famous band is named after a medieval torture device? Nice question, isn't it? So, which famous band is named after a medieval torture device? Oh. Yes, I love that. Yeah, Madam, I'm Adam. Well, I should have put that in my list of ones. Okay, let's try number 11. Favourite subject of mine, a little bit of wine. So, which variety of wine grape, so not table grape, wine grape, is the world's most cultivated? Now, just to avoid any sort of confusion, I've made this completely multiple choice, so it's not first letter of your answer. So is it Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, Merlot, Pinot Noir, Sauvignon Blanc, Shiraz or Syrah? They're exactly the same variety. It just depends whether or not you're in Australia, or Viognier. So which one of those, in terms of sort of surface area of vineyard, is the world's most cultivated? Which one do you reckon it is? It's so hard not to react to these ones that you put in on chat without saying the word. Is that why you're doing it? To try and get me to say the word? I've almost done it like 5 times. Oh, okay, let's have a go with question number 12. Bit of Hollywood for you. In which film does the character of Ellen Ripley first appear? So, has appeared in a number of films. But what is the first letter of the title of the first film in which Ellen Ripley appeared? That's if you're using the DAP. If you're not using DAP, just write your answer down. Or if you're not even doing that, just say it in your head. Are people just like, are you literally just typing into Google now different types of longest possible? If these were from your head, then congratulations. Well, very impressive. Everyone's got one. Mine was the one that I always know was it a rat I saw? I just didn't put that in because I just thought it wasn't as good as the others. Anyway, moving on. So number 13, how many pods are there on the London Eye? There's a really cool reason behind this, okay? Like it's it's sort of mathematically nice as well. How many pods are there on the London Eye? Oh, well done, Ashley. We just got wow. Is that wow in reaction to this chat, or? Oh, Anne-Marie, so nice to have you in the house. Are you playing with Roche tonight? Let's go to question number 14. Who appeared on the front cover of the first ever issue of Playboy magazine? So think back to sort of like the decade in which Playboy magazine started. That's going to help you a lot. So who appeared on the front cover of the first ever issue of Playboy magazine? Okay, penultimate question now, number 15. This information's in your head, you know it. What was the surname of the family whose children were looked after by Mary Poppins? You know this. You've seen that film 1,000 times. But what's the surname of the family whose children are looked after by Mary Poppins? Why are you just writing Colston? What was question number 4, Edward? Sorry, Ed. Are you looking for the name of the name or the title of the answer? Name or the title for the answer? Hang on, bear with me. Let me do question number 16. Question number 16. I mean, if you don't know the answer, you can make a bit of a joke because it sounds like it could be a joke. What is a Flemish giant? There's my sort of like representation of what a Flemish giant would be. But what actually is a Flemish giant? Ah, yes, Ed. Okay, question number 4, the Cluedo one. So don't worry about first name or title. It's the last name. Okay, so if it was Fryer, for example, you'd put an F. Okay, so yeah, it's the first letter of the last name. Good question though. Thanks for picking me up on that. Okay, so that's question number 16. As always, I'm going to give you a little bit more time just to go over those with a little recap sheet. It's got all 16 of those questions. You'll have that with you for about a minute, and then we're going to be kicking off with poster round, which hopefully most of you or a lot of you will enjoy it more than last week. Got a lot of not bad criticism, but not nice criticism that people just hate art. I'm a big art fan. We're going on to literature though. I thought that would please a lot more people. So here we go. Here's your recap of your 16 questions, and we shall then be back with poster round, because I've just been talking about it. Jesus. Here we go. 16 questions. Why? I've done it again as well. And do you know what? After last week, let me tell you, right? After last week, I thought I need to make a more visual way for me to know that the microphone is not on. And so I got this little cup, and I thought when I put it on mute, I'll put it over the top of the microphone, and then it will be a lot more visually obvious. And it didn't work at all. So I think from now on, I'm just not going to put the microphone on mute. So anyway, you missed my little thing. Okay, the time has gone. It was about the flossing dance, but anyway, majestic cat lover is the password. So for 99.9% of you, you now disappear for the next 15 minutes while I go through the posters with everybody else. As I say, we are looking at literature this evening, and we start with a little bit of a crossover because we're sort of mixing art with literature for the first poster. We're looking at covers. Okay, so 9 covers in total. You'll see at the bottom that I've initialized. Now they're like how can I call them, abridged initialisms. They might not necessarily instantly make sense, but if you know the answer, then you'll work out which one it is. I haven't made them cryptic, but you'll work it out, don't worry. But don't complain that they're not exactly correct. So there's number 1. Pick from obviously just after the title, just the title. But pick it from the list. Pick it from the list at the bottom. There's number 1. no. Tim's not playing bouncer because he's actually playing quiz himself with his sister, I think. Here's number 2. Another classic cover. Just really bugging me when it's on mute. I'm so sorry. There's number 3. That's a good cover, a striking cover. yeah. No potty mouth, because I did say I said a naughty word, didn't I? Last time I muted myself. Here's number 4. We'll do all of these posters twice, okay? Don't worry. There's number 5. Again, another striking one. I did sort of err towards the more striking covers. Number 6 again is just artistically beautiful as well. There we go. Number 6. Again, it's just great. It just means so much. It's almost the. Oh, I'm getting all arty with it. I was about to say that the shadows are just as significant as the light. God. Here's number 7. Again, that's like... Oh, actually, let me just probably get out of the way of that. It's more obvious when you see the whole thing. Your friend's dad designed number 3. Shut up! That... Well, if you're telling the truth, then bloody cheers. Cheers to your dad. Oh, sorry, your friend's dad. Your friend's dad, okay. Here's number 8. And then a close-up at number 9. Now, I think the close-up at number 9 is going to help you. Look in detail there. You can see. Yeah, well done, Ragged Breath. That's, yeah. I believe you. I have no reason to not believe you. Unless there's other people that start piping up and saying that their friend's dad designed another one. Okay. Oh no! Hang on! No! Don't look! We're going to do those again, just ever so quickly. Okay. I just want to give you enough time, and then you're not going to see them again. Computer's very slow tonight. It's doing that sort of staggery thing rather than a nice dissolve between each slide. So there's number 2. Number 3. Bravo, Ragged Breath's friend's dad. There's number 4. There's number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. And number 9. Okay, let's go on to the next poster. Now, this is the poster. Okay, right. So we're actually looking at the authors themselves. Okay, and again, initialised them. It's just easier, I think, if I initialise to start. Well, it's not easier necessarily in knowing the answer, but it's just easier in terms of digital answer pack. It just means that we avoid spelling mistakes and stuff like that. So there we go. Initialised all of them. Here's a close-up of all of their faces. There is author number 1. Easy one, that one, I think. There's number 2. There's number 3. There's number 4. Number 5. Rocking that beard. Number 6. I think my mum's read everything written by her. I just remember as a teenager always... Is that the case, Mum? You haven't signed in, so I'm not sure whether you are here tonight, but I'm pretty sure you've read every book she's written. Here's number 7. Look at that. That is actually one of the best photos that is ever taken in... Look at that. That is freaking awesome. God. Here's number 8 again. Another good photo. Slightly advertising smoking there, but that's, you know, that was acceptable back then. And number 9. Number 9, you should know that one. It's on the currency, folks. It's on the currency. Okay, let me quickly go through them for you again. Last time you're going to see poster B. There's number 1. Number 6. Are you serious? There's Number 2. Number 3. Oh, really? Who was it, Mum, that you did read all the time? And I always said, what's happened? Has someone died yet? And there'd always been someone that died. There's number 4. I did think that she was a bad author, so I didn't want to sort of insult you. But I don't know. She has got a time and a place, obviously. I'm just trying to dig myself out of a family hole here, folks, in case you didn't realise. There's number 6. Just gloss over. Number 7. It's just so camp. Number 8. And number 9. Next poster? I think it's time for next poster. This is great. Okay, so I know that we do have a lot of kids, not necessarily young kids, but just younger people with us on the quiz. And so I thought, in an ode to them, although you don't have to be a kid to know the answers to these, not in any way. You could just be a parent or just be back there. Well, just be a kid at one point in your life, which I'm pretty sure everyone was. We're looking at famous literary characters, but children's literary characters. In this case, you are picking on the DAP, you're picking the first letter of their first name. Okay, some of them just have one name, in which case it's fine. But those of that have a first and last name, you're just picking the first letter of the first name. So there's number 1 for any of you that know me well. You know exactly what that boy's name is. Here's number 2. Number 3. It's a lovely illustration, that sort of got simple, but as oh look, I'm getting all arty again. Just let it go, Adam. Jeez, getting above my station. Here's number 4. I just love the contrasting colours. No, I'm joking. There's number 5. I have to say, that looks like a little bit like my oldest nephew. Looks a little bit like Raffi. Not now by any means, but when you were younger, that really it does have a likeness to Raffi. That. Here's number 6. Number 7. That's everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Is number 8. And then number 9. Technically, he's got like, well, is it? I mean, it's kind of like a nickname, but both of those words start with the same letter. So either way, on the DAP, you are fine. Okay, let's do them again. Last time you're going to hear them, or see them, I should say. There's number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Don't like all those spiders in there. That's not nice. It's number 6. It takes me back. It really does take me back, that character. Number 7. Obs. Hopes. Number 8. And number 9, your final one. So that's technically post around over with. You still have a little bit of time if you're accessing the images on the website. Let me introduce you all to this evening's brain teaser. Tonight you are judging how much money is in the jar. And I have to say the photos of that didn't come out overly well. It's filled with coppers, so I thought what I'd do, I've got it here as well, okay, just to show you that there's, right, okay, here we go. There's a lot in there. It's all coppers, just ones and twos. There's no fives in there. Just ones and twos. Incidentally, when you're writing your answer down in the DAP, do it as a whole number of pence. Okay, so if let's say it's not the answer, but if you wanted to put a pound, don't put £1, put 100 pence. Don't put the p. Only put numbers into the DAP and do it as a whole number of pence. So if you wanted to say it was £1.23 or whatever, you don't put 1.23, but 123. That would be your answer. So once again, it's just the image just didn't come out as well as I expected photographically. But anyway, I'm not going to leave that with you. I'm going to leave that image with you. So have a little look through that. I'm going to give you a break just for sort of 5 or 6 minutes just to finish up on your post around, do your calculations on brain teaser, and then we'll be back with spotlight and audio. And this will be the point when all of the trolling from all of the random people around the world that for some reason decide to crash our quiz. So I'll be back with trolls, spotlight and audio after this little break.
Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you I can help you out. 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 Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no wonder right to. Here we go again. Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out. 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 I can help you out.
And we're back in the room, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back after your break. And the microphone is on! Okay, spotlight round fun now. I hope you're going to enjoy this one. Okay, I'm going to call it Order. You are going to be ordering things. We're going to start with the fridge. I know it's a strange thing to start with. As we go through these, on that fridge, there's going to be some letters, like some magnetic fridge letters. Above, you can have this, which is 9 little spaces for your little fridge magnets to go in, ordered from left to right. And we're doing the order of something. So the letters are going to represent things. You have to reorder the letters into that order. Now, there's 3 points available for each of these sort of subject matters. I'm always impressed with my John Burko. I can... we're going to split each of them into... Well, so it's 3 points for each, but you get 1 point for different sections, okay? So have a look at this. See how it's divided, okay? So your first 3 letters are going to be 1 point. Next 3 letters are going to be another point. And the next 3 letters are going to be another point. Now, on the DAP, you're going to be writing down capital letters and like 3-letter codes. It's going to say what's section number 1. A 3-letter code. It could be A, B, C, whatever it might be. Don't put spaces in between. Put them all in block capitals because they have still not heeded my advice of removing case sensitivity in the answers on Typeform. Okay, so we're just going to have to wait until there's billions of us playing this quiz and then we'll do it. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so just write block capitals for each of them. You've got the letters there. You've got the letters on. You've got the letters on the fridge. So here we go. Here's your first letters: M, U, M, V, J, E, P, S, and N. And we're looking at the order of the planets moving away from the sun. For those of you getting really geeky, up until 2006, because something happened in 2006 and a poor little planet got downgraded to a dwarf planet, and I do feel very sorry for that planet. So moving from the sun outwards, you probably have a mnemonic in which you can work these out. So write down your first block capitals, no spaces in between, all block capitals. Do your first 3, then submit that, then your next 3, submit that, and then your next 3 after that. This is just a nice little, like, sort of entry level one, just so that you know what you're doing with the DAP, and you know what's visually, you understand why there's a fridge. This part, I collect fridge magnets. Right. I think we could. I mean, you've definitely had enough time to do that one, haven't you? I felt like I was talking for ages then. Let's go on to group number 2. Okay, so the letters have changed. Now we've got S, Q, W, D, G, C, S, T, and L. And we're looking at the order of James Bond films in reverse order. Okay, so in reverse order. Now, they have to be released films, okay? So No Time to Die is not there. There isn't even an N there, even if you wanted to. So the ones that have been released, think of the most recent one and then go back. Okay, so your first one will be the most recent, then the next most recent, then the next most recent. Group number 2, so we're going back in time for these. Also, if the film starts with the, just drop the. I mean, it doesn't annoy me that they start a film with the title the. They're fully within their rights to do that, but it doesn't really help in terms of these letters. Okay, so that T doesn't stand for the; it stands for something else. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you know what you're doing. So first 3 letters, enter that as a code in block capitals. Then going back in time a little bit more, the next 3, and then the next 3 after that. I'm going to give you a decent bit of time with this. I don't want to. Well, I need to leave time for the trolls to come in. So. They do boost up the view count though, so that helps. Right, I'm going to move on to this next one because I know you're probably all using paper as well as DAP. Your next letters are S, A, L, B, another L there, S, R, and a B. And we're looking at the order of Summer Olympic host cities in reverse. Okay, so most recent Olympics. What was that one then? Going back in time, reverse chronological order. That would be sick if I did it from the first ever Olympics and we were going forward. So think of the most recent, then the next one, then the next one. That's going to be your first group. Then group number 2, once you submit that, then group number 3 after that. Or chat's gone completely dead, which means you're getting into it. You're getting into it. No time to type. No time to type. Yeah, that's amazing. I literally said that at the exact time that Luke said slow down. Yeah. Okay. Just relax, Adam. Relax. Block capitals as well. At least you abided by one of the rules. I shall pour myself some Pilsner. This is one of the NHS pints, again, from Gypsy Eel. And again, more importantly, from Lucifer. Thank you very much. Oh, really? Oh, okay, right. Sod you, Luke. Let's move on. Your next letters. F, C, B, R, J, N, O, C, and B. And we're looking at the of American president surnames, again in reverse order. And just, we're not having Trump in this, okay? It's we're just not having Trump. So there's no T for Trump. So think of the last one, which is equally just as easy as, unless you were just born, is just as easy as the Trump one. But it means we go a little bit further into it. So so in reverse order. Don't start with Trump. Start with the next one, then go to the next one, then the next one. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Incidentally, it's normally about 9 o'clock that the trolls come in. It's so weird. If you look at the concurrent view graph, we have this great thing comes up. It goes all level because all of you are just paying attention and just getting into it. And then for some reason at 9 o'clock, there's a big spike and it all looks like the Alps. Just go up and down, and then it eventually towards the end it evens out, and it's just left with us guys just still enjoying our party. But there's a lot of crashes from 9 o'clock onwards. I don't know what YouTube is doing. Right, let's move on. Number 5. We've got eight of these groups in total. So number 5, T, A, F, U, M, B, G, A, and S. And we're looking at the order of countries, territories. I'm just putting that in there. That the Greenwich Meridian passes through travelling south. Okay. Now I'm just gonna give you the first letter. The first letter you're using from that fridge is U. We are the UK. Okay. I thought because you could say, could it be Great Britain? Could it be England? Well, you can be England because there's not an E there. But anyway, we're going to go with UK. So your first letter is U. But then travelling south, which countries does it pass through? This is the one that I was really, really excited to sort of bring to you because you kind of got that idea about where that Greenwich Meridian goes through vertically down from London. But what do those letters stand for? I'm really interested to see how this comes out in the wash. Oh my God, so fast. Why is people so people say plenty of time, then other people are saying no. We normally start the audio round at 9. So, okay, maybe I could rein it in. I'm just excited. I'm sorry, Shara, but you're just gonna have to not lose your mind. See, the thing is, if I actually opened it up and said, well, you tell me when we're going to go on to the next one, we wouldn't bloody get anywhere, would we? Right, so be nice. Right, so just be genuine. First person that's done it, just type done. Just comment done. Just seeing if someone's going to do it. We're halfway through, so I think we're all right. Not done. Not done. People texted me as well. All about saying not done. Just hurry up, get on with it. Anyone could have done, like, especially, well, not especially this one, but come on, the president's one. Not all three groups. I'd struggle with the third group, but the first two groups. Right, I'm moving on to number 6, whether you like it or not. Sorry. Number 6, we've got GCPTLLAA and V, and we're looking at the order of star signs starting from 20th of January. I would just be like, I would just do a Deborah Meaden. I'm out. I would have no clue. So, but we start from the 20th of January. So the first star sign. And then we go through to the next 9. Obviously, there's 12 in total. We go back to number 4. Number 4, Roy. What was number 4? Hang on. I'll leave you on that, and I shall bow to Patreon Roy. What do you want, Roy? Do you want the letters? No, number 4 was the president's, wasn't it? Okay, just for you, Roy, I'm just going to, because you've been, well, you're one of my longest standing patrons. Here's number 4. Write it down now, quick. Don't be messing around, because we're going to piss people. We're going to annoy people. FBCNRJBOC. American president surnames in reverse. No Trump, no Trump, no Trump. Right, back to number 6. And now every Did you get them? Right, star sign starting from the 20th of January. Again, birds. I love the fact that if anyone wasn't there, the first quiz that we ever did live streaming, you wouldn't have a single clue what people are talking about by saying again, birds. Right, so let's go to our next one after the star signs. HWCBCGALA. This time we are the order of succession to the throne. First name. So the first names of the people. Succession to the throne. This is a nice one. I think I mean, I'm not particularly a royalist, but I'd definitely get the first 2 groups. I think, I don't know, but I'm sort of putting myself out there. What do you reckon? So we all know who's next in line, then who's after that, then who's after that, and then it actually does get possibly a little bit more complicated because of the gender neutrality, which rightly bloody so they've finally decided to go with. But what do you reckon? Oh my God. spell check error thrown. Oh, Jesus. I can't even go back and... Oh, God. Yeah, like the thing that you throw, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, God. That's worse than the microphone being on mute, isn't it? That's definitely worse. Oh, God. I could show you my desktop for about 30 seconds while I recover from the embarrassment of that, but that's fine. If only I could blame it on a minion or something. Say, it's not, I don't write these slides. I don't write these slides. I do everything as well, you know, from the, the very start to the very end. Oh. No, I'm not. No, I'm not a Virgo, and that's so weird that I'm not really into it. And I know that the Virgos are sort of into detail, aren't they? I'm Taurus. I'm just a bull going straight at it. Let's just get it done. Let's get it done. Well, I want to move on because I'm embarrassed and I'm worried that there's going to be another spelling mistake. Okay, your next letters: D-E-G-A, B-E-Z, Bez, with an I and a T, and now. And this is your last one, by the way. Oh yeah, we're looking at the order of names of the letters of the Greek alphabet. Okay, so you've got the Greek alphabet. They all have their individual symbols. You'll notice that none of those symbols are on the fridge because we're after the names of them. The names of those letters written in English using the Latin alphabet. So you know what the first one is, you know what the second one is, and that they're represented by those letters there, okay? So then how do we go? I think like first three, probably. Next three... next three after that, just and I can't even. I did all of this research and I can't even remember the order of them. So there you go. Good luck with this. Oh, do you mean that throne or the other throne? Right, I'm going to give you a bit more time. We normally start audio at 9 o'clock, so we're actually getting there. So well done. Really looking forward to this audio round as well. I thought it was. I was worried about it, and then when I listened to it back during my rehearsal, and I do rehearsals, just didn't notice the throne thing. I found it very funny. Guessing done. Yeah, exactly. It's not done. Are we done? Done diddly done. Ah, great. Yeah, it's nice to have you in the house as well, Quizzy Rascals. You got the DAP working finally. Okay, folks, we're done. Done diddly done with Spotlight round. It's time for some audio. Let me just crank up the little my tablet here. Here's audio round. It's good. Okay, so tonight, again, to sort of avoid copyright issues, we are listening to satellite navigation voice skins. They're called voice skins. That's quite a cool thing. Voice skin. There are 18 of them in total, and they're divided into two groups. The first group are characters, and then the next group are actual, like, celebrities. I've initialized all of these characters and celebrities at the bottom there, okay? So as I say, the first are characters. then the next group are celebrities. In both of these, there might be, from what you're hearing, the sort of clues that are given, there might be an ever so slight sort of like twist between what they're doing. But all I'm saying is that your answer for the first 9 is a character. Okay, it's a character's name, and then the next 9, even though those celebrities might be doing a little bit of a sort of character thing, you are writing down or at least picking a celebrity's initials. Okay, so your first initials, the first 9 are not real people. The next 9 are real people. You can hear all of these twice as well. I'll do them in their entirety, and then we'll do a sort of a shorter version as we go through. So if you're ready, here is, and like I say, these are, hang on, let me just refer to it. Celebrities, sorry, that way. Celebrities. Who, no, not celebrities, characters. Jesus. Here we go. Who is this character? Pick the initials. It's coming.
Turn right, then sharp left. Oh, it's easy. Just put your hands on the wheel and yank. Go straight on. Can I hear a thank you? After 200 yards, turn right, then bear left. Woohoo! You have reached your destination, and you can hold your head up high because you are a genius.
So that was number 1. A fictional person, and therefore fictional initials. Pick the initials. You know what you're doing now, okay? So the next one is still a character. It's still a character.
Drive to the highlighted route, and remember, try not to bump into your other self. Turn right, then turn right. At roundabout, take second exit. Arriving at destination precisely on schedule.
So that's number 2. Again, that is a character. I know it's obviously played by a real human being, but we're after that character, a very characterful impersonation. Let's try number 3.
Sharp right! Ouch! Hey, I don't have a license to drive. I sure hope I'm reading this map right. No, really! Yeah, I know. What a lovely day for a drive. You and me out for a drive. Like 2 pals. Ah! So I guess you're gonna drive, huh?
Here's number 4.
Hey, okay, pleasantries aside, I have somehow been assigned the unenviable task of helping you get from here to somewhere else. So just back away from the screen and walk over there. Actually, that wasn't so bad. There's a difference between sarcasm and apathy. I don't actually care that we need to turn around. So my life has come to this. A suction cup. Emphasis on the suck.
It's number 4. Another character, number 5.
In 200 feet, turn right, then turn left. At roundabout, take second exit. Arrive at destination. Unbelievable.
It's an impression. It's a good impression. Here's number 6.
Proceed to the highlighted route. Yeah. Turn left, then turn right. Turn left. Dum-de-dum-dum-dum. After 100 yards, turn right. Okay, yeah. Turn right. Continue on route. Then arrive at destination. Must hold on. You have reached destination. And now, nom. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. That me.
Just love that. Here's number 7. Character.
After 400 yards, turn left. Then take the 3rd left. Turn left. After 400 yards, turn left. Then take the motorway. Oh, so you want to take things a little faster. Exit right. Ahead. What kind of a girl do you think I am? Let's just pull over to a nice little rest spot. After 800 yards, take the exit right. Then keep right. Take the exit right. Turn left. Then you have reached your destination. Is that backseat big enough for 2 or maybe 3?
Now remember, it's the character we're after. It says character. Let's have a go with number 8, which I think is a dreadful impression, but there are some dead giveaways. So here's character number 8.
Drive 0.1 miles, then turn left. Turn left, then turn right. Turn right. Arriving at Jurassic Park. You've made it. Well done.
It's that bit at the end. And then number 9, this one's for you, Emma.
Turn to the left, then turn right. Proceed as indicated. Don't make me destroy you. Turn left. In 100 yards, turn right. Turn to the right. Go straight on. Then arrive at your destination. Your journey to the dark side is nearly complete. You have reached your destination. Impressive. Most impressive.
And if the little backing track of music didn't help. Okay, so now with our next ones, the next group, it is all about, as I said, celebrities. So these are actual people's names. Oh, yes, very good point, John. There are 2 APs, okay? There is, because 2 of the people, they have the initials of AP. Don't worry which one you press, okay? I should have pointed that earlier, so thank you, John. So either AP is fine for either of them. Don't worry. I just wanted, yeah. So here we go. So real people now, real people. Here's number 10.
Drive straight across the roundabout, 3rd exit. Then, blimey, you've actually bloody made it. Well done.
Very short. You'll hear it again, though. Here's number 11.
Hey, this is a nice car. Well, please drive to the highlighted route. Enter roundabout. Exit roundabout. In 800 feet, turn left, then keep right. Arriving at destination, shaken, not stirred.
And as I say, that, you know, obviously he's doing a slight sort of reference to a character there, but it's celebrities. Write down pick the initials of that actual person. Here's number 12.
Turn left. Oh, man. Then bear right. Bear right. After 800 yards, keep left. Oh, man. Then stay in the left lane. Ahead, keep left. Exit ahead. Boy, I thought this was going to be an easy ride. He was like following Peter Fonda. He kept falling off that bike with that big forklift, you know. This is crazy. After 400 yards, you've reached your destination. Why in the world would you want to come here?
I wouldn't have a clue, folks. Here's 13, though.
In 900 feet, turn right, then turn left. At roundabout, take 2nd exit. Okay, you've arrived at your destination. Hoo-ha!
Number 14.
It's time to go. At the end of the road, turn left. After 600 yards, at the roundabout, bear right, 3rd exit. Then, you have now arrived at your destination. The drive was smooth and sweet. Like a Twinkie.
That's number 14. Luke, just to point out, I never said they were in alphabetical order in the first place. They might have just happened to randomly be in alphabetical order. So, you make one mistake and the whole bloody thing crumbles down around you. Let's do number 15.
In 300 feet, enter roundabout. Turn right, then left. Make a left. In 1/4 mile, enter roundabout. Arriving at destination on right.
So you getting? It's because of you, Luke. Here's number 16.
G's up, freeze up, put your keys up in the ignition and let's turn this thing on. Turn right, then sharp left. So fly. Go straight on, like a player do. In 200 yards, turn right, then bear left. Yeah, just like that. You have reached your destination. Thanks for the ride, man. I had the time of my life. Ooh-wee.
That's the best bit. Number 17.
Please drive to the highlighted route. Now I have a GPS. Ho, ho, ho. In 4.5 miles, exit left. Hey, this is a nice car, but I have to say, you drive like a man in a white vest. The external power is lost. For goodness sake, plug it in. Are we there yet? I have a plane to catch.
And the final one, number 18.
Drive straight across the roundabout, third exit. Then you have reached your destination. You drive like my mother.
Right, I'm going to do a quick blast of all of them again for you. So, like I say, some of those are really, really obvious. Some are not so obvious. We are going to go back to... The computer's so slow tonight. We're going to go back to characters, okay? So here we go. A little, just a brief bit of each one again.
Turn right, then sharp left. Oh, it's easy. Just put your hands on the wheel and yank.
Number 2.
Drive to the highlighted route, and remember, try not to bump into your other self. Turn right, then turn right. At roundabout, take second exit. Arriving at destination precisely on schedule.
Number 3.
Sharp right! Ouch! Hey, I don't have a license to drive. I sure hope I'm reading this map right. No, really! Yeah, I know. What a lovely day for a drive. You and me out for a drive. Like two pals. Ah! So I guess you're gonna drive, huh? Ah!
Number 4.
Hey, okay, pleasantries aside, I have somehow been assigned the unenviable task of helping you get from here to somewhere else. So just back away from the screen and walk over there. Actually, that wasn't so bad.
Number 5.
In 200 feet, turn right, then turn left. At roundabout, take second exit. Arrive at destination. Unbelievable.
You can just imagine you'd wait your entire journey for that final bit to come. Here's number 6. Characters again.
Proceed to the highlighted route. Yeah. Turn left, then turn right. Turn left. Dum-de-dum-dum-dum. After 100 yards, turn right. Okay, yeah. Turn right. Continue on route. Then arrive at destination. Must hold on. You have reached destination. And now, nom 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 nom.
It's number 7.
After 400 yards, turn left. Then take the third left. Turn left. After 400 yards, turn left. Then take the motorway. Oh, so you want to take things a little faster.
Here's number 8.
Drive 0.1 miles, then turn left. Turn left, then turn right. Turn right. Arriving at Jurassic Park. You've made it. Well done.
Number 9.
Turn to the left. Then turn right.
On to the real people. Number 10.
Drive straight across the roundabout, third exit. Then, blimey, you've actually bloody made it. Well done.
Number 11 again, not the character. This time we're on the celebrity.
Hey, this is a nice car. Well, please drive to the highlighted route. Enter roundabout. Exit roundabout. In 800 feet, turn left, then keep right. Arriving at destination, shaken, not stirred.
Number 12.
Turn left. Oh, man. Then bear right. Bear right. After 800 yards, keep left. Oh, man. Then stay in the left lane. Ahead, keep left, exit ahead. Boy, I thought this was going to be an easy ride. He was like following Peter Fonda. He kept falling off that bike with that big forklift, you know.
He is 13.
In 900 feet, turn right, then turn left. At roundabout, take second exit. Okay, you've arrived at your destination. Hoo-ha!
These are not my voices. He's 14.
It's time to go. At the end of the road, turn left. After 600 yards, at the roundabout, bear right, third exit. Then, you have now arrived at your destination. The drive was smooth and sweet, like a Twinkie.
The only impression I've ever been able to do is my John Burko impression. He's 15.
In 300 feet, enter roundabout. Turn right, then left. Make a left. In 1/4 mile, enter roundabout. Arriving at destination on right.
It just could be anyone. Here's 16.
G's up, freeze up, put your keys up in the ignition and let's turn this thing on. Turn right, then sharp left. So fly. Go straight on, like a player do. In 200 yards, turn right, then bear left. Yeah, just like that. You have reached your destination. Thanks for the ride, man. I had the time of my life. Ooh-wee.
Penultimate one, 17.
Please drive to the highlighted route. Now I have a GPS. Ho, ho, ho. In 4.5 miles, exit left. Hey, this is a nice car, but I have to say, you drive like a man in a white vest. The external power is lost. For goodness sake, plug it in. Are we there yet? I have a plane to catch.
And final, terrible impression, 18.
Drive straight across the roundabout, third exit. Then you have reached your destination. You drive like my mother.
So there we go, folks. There's all 18 of our GPS voice skins, which means the audio round is over with, and it's Quizmo round time. Oh, I just love the Quizmo. It's almost like my USP. So, for those of you that are just joining us, and there are lots of people that are just joining us, the Quizmo round is a 3-minute timed challenge. I'm going to give you a completely random challenge. I'll give you instructions in a minute, but you've got 3 minutes in which to get as many points as you can. Tonight, we are looking at something known as rebus puzzles. You might know them as dingbats. Dingbats is a trademark, okay? They're actually called rebus puzzles. They're common words, phrases, expressions that are illustrated with text. Now, all of your answers, you are going to be picking from the initialized answer. I'm really getting into the initials this week. The initialized answer from the table on the right-hand side of what you're looking at. As always, with the online Quizmo round, you must go in the correct order, starting with puzzle number 1. Pick that. You're allowed to pass, so if you don't know the answer, just press anything, go on to the next one, but don't think you can go back and fill in another one, okay? It has to be done in order, and you're going to get 1 point for each. There's 20 of these puzzles in total as well, which means you're picking from 20 initialized answers on the right hand side. Some of these puzzles are really, really easy, so I think it's going to be slightly harder. Almost the challenge here is to look at your actual initialized answers and get them in as quickly as possible. Don't expect to finish the whole thing. Well, it sounds bad. I don't want you to finish mine. I just want you to be enjoying yourself and panicking as much as you can right up to the very, very end. So, if you are ready, your Quizmo round is going to start now. Okay, you've got 1 minute down. You've still got 2 minutes left to go. Okay, so do not panic. Just pick the initialized answers. Just look for the one that most of them are going to tally up to exactly what you think the answer is. Some of them are going to be ever so slightly different. Just look for the one that makes sense. Halfway through now, minute and a half down, minute and a half left to go. Don't panic. Make sure you do them in order though. Left to go now. 1 minute left to go. Come on, come on. You can get through these. I want you to get through them. Seconds. Thirty seconds. 20 seconds. Just get as far as you can. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And your time is up, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, you have completed the online live stream adventure quiz. Now, all that is left for you to do is effectively just to press your submit button. There's a few little answers on the a few little questions on the DAP that you need to go through anyway. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. A lot of you last week were not complaining, but you said you missed out on it. It's because you took about 5 minutes after the quiz ended before you submitted your answers. You should technically, given the fact we're on a low latency stream now, there's only 15 seconds difference between what I'm saying and when you're getting it. So 2 minutes is plenty of time to be able to submit your answers. If you're just done with a piece of paper, do not worry. I will be back in about 15 minutes time with all of the answers. I'm going to give you some great little stats about how well everybody did overall in terms of each of the questions. I'll also be telling you who's won the brain teaser. Remember, make sure to write your brain teaser answer in there as well. And, oh, yes, and of course, who are our winners of the entire quiz. Folks, I will be back as quick as I can after this little break. And we're back in the room, ladies and gentlemen. And the microphone's on. Thank God for that. Okay, time for answers. I've got results here. We'll start with Big Mix. Obvious place to start. It was actually a really nice mix of questions. Well, yeah, I'll just show you. Like, I try to get them to get harder and harder, but actually there were some little flip arounds that we had there. It was really interesting. So, question number 1, on which part of the body would you wear a sombrero? Would you believe it? 100% of you said H for head, derived from the Spanish word for shade or shadow, and there's a ridiculously cute dog wearing a sombrero. Question number 2. In which hand does the Statue of Liberty hold her torch? Is it the left or the right? 76% of you were correct by saying it's the right hand, the right hand. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the best photo ever taken of me and cost me quite a lot. I had to get one of those proper photographers to do it. But that's just bloody awesome. Question number 3. Which colour is seen at the top of the rainbow? I say only. It was 92% of you, but 92% of you were correct by saying red. Red is the top. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. I've just been, as you walk around, well, you're not allowed. Well, we can go out now, but we can't go out. But as you go out, you see the thing, and I get a little bit annoyed when I see a rainbow, even though it's coloured by a child. If it's not in the right order, I get a little bit annoyed. But that's because I'm a geek, ladies and gentlemen. But well done to the NHS, and well done to those people that know the order of the colours of the rainbow. Number 4, the name given to the murder victim. Only 60%. Maybe not many people play Cluedo. 60% of you said B, which is Mr. Black, or as I said, in the USA it's different, but they say Mr. Body. It says Black or Body. How many pawns does each player have in a game of chess? 84% of you were correct in saying that there were 8 of them. Question number 6, the word that I was trying so hard not to say. 96% of you said P for palindrome. Palindrome, a lovely word. On to our little Snoopy question. The name of Snoopy's little bird friend. 72% of you were correct in saying that it was Woodstock. The little peeing boy, or Mannequin Peace, as he is known, 84% of you have seen it, been there, and it's in Brussels. Number 9, again, I thought it was just one of those ones that would split people. According to Douglas Adams, The Meaning of Life, 98% of you said 42. That means that 98% of you have read the book and 2% of you haven't read the book. Oh, and there it is, 42. Number 10, the famous band that's named after a medieval torture device. We're going down into the only 76% of people said I for Iron Maiden. However, it's actually pretty much agreed now, and this doesn't mean that your answer is incorrect. Pretty much agreed now that it is a mythical device, torture device. It was only really conceived recently, not recently, but it never really existed. People just looked at stuff and they thought, oh, in retrospect, that would be a horrible thing. But there's no proof that an Iron Maiden never existed or was used as a torture device. But they still called it the Iron Maiden. Anyway, moving on. Number 11, this was great. This was great. Okay, so the variety of wine grape that is the world's most cultivated. The highest grouping was 44%. But 44% of you were incorrect. 44% of you said Chardonnay. I know that all that means is 44% of people's preferred wine is Chardonnay. 24% of you, so a quarter of you, were correct with Cabernet Sauvignon. So Cabernet Sauvignon's your top. Merlot is under there. Airen is third, but it's just because Airen is just used in so many blends. You never really buy an Airen on its own. It's just always used in other wines. Tempranillo after that, and then Chardonnay. Chardonnay was your last one, but Cab Sav also used in a ridiculous amount of mixes. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that's referring to in terms of a question, but yeah, you're right. The film in which Ellen Ripley first appears, what did we have here? Oh, 84% of you. 84% of you were correct with Alien. 1979, that film came out. It's a 70s film. I mean, it's on the cusp, but it's a 70s film. Amazing. Number 13, how many pods are there on the London Eye? Okay, so we were all over the shop here. All over the shop. Only 10% of you got the correct answer. The correct answer, for a very good reason as well, the correct answer was 32. That answer being the number of boroughs in London. 32 in total. There's one for each London borough. Question number 14. This was much easier for people. 72% of you, the first person was an M for Marilyn Monroe. She didn't actually pose especially for the magazine. Some of the photos in there were actually taken 4 years before that magazine was published. Number 15, straight back up there. I knew because we've all seen it 1,000 times. The surname of the family is Banks. And as I say, 92% of you got it right. And then your final question, which I thought was going to be the killer one, the Flemish giant, which wasn't actually. I mean, it was close to the killer, but not nearly as killer as the London Eye one. What is a Flemish giant? 40% of you were correct in saying it is a rabbit. It's a rabbit. It weighs a minimum of 5 kilograms, can weigh up to 10 kilograms. 22 pounds. Look at that rabbit. It's a cute rabbit, isn't it? It's like the size of a dog. It's a dog rabbit. So, that brings us to the end of our answers for Big Mix. Let's go on to our picture round. We did really well in this. Much better than that art round, okay? So our first poster was the actual the covers. Number 1 was The Godfather. Number 2 was the girl with the dragon tattoo, because there is an image of a girl with a dragon tattoo. Number 3 was A Clockwork Orange. Well done to Ragged Breath's mate's dad for that one. Number 4 was the Da Vinci Code. That was supposed to be Scottish. It's a rabbit. In Monty Python with the it's a rabbit. Oh, okay, fine. Number 5 was the Hobbit. Number 6 was I was going to say The Mermaid's Tale. It's not a mermaid. It's The Handmaid's Tale. Number 7 was Moby Dick. Number 8 was Catcher in the Rye. Yeah, he's a killer. Oh God, I told you I can't do accents. I can only do Burko or da. 9 is Gulliver's Travels. Yes, well done, Dean. Did you look that up on Google before you wrote the name of that? Kerbanog. On to the authors then. Number 1, Stephen King. Number 2 was Agatha Christie. I find it so hard not to say Agatha Quiz Team, given the number of teams that we have that call themselves that. Number 3 was Virginia Woolf. Number 4 was George Orwell. Number 5 was Charles Dickens. Number 6, I just want to clarify, my mum has never, ever read a book written by Jackie Collins, just to make that clear. I was confused. I was a child at the time. Number 7, Barbara Cartland, absolute legend. Number 8 was Ian Fleming. And then number 9, again, another ledge, Jane Austen, but for different reasons than Barbara Cartland. On to... is it really? Oh, God, just more spelling mistakes. Sorry. On to our characters. Number 1 is Charlie Bucket. Charlie Bucket. So we needed a C on the DAP to get that right. Number 2 is Clifford, the big red dog. Number 3 is Pippi. Pippi Longstocking, but P for Pippi is fine. Number 4 is Miffy. Miffy. Number 5 is Harry Potter in his cupboard under the stairs. Number 6 is Spot the dog. Number 7 is a P for Paddington. Number 8 is Alfie. A tough one, that. And number 9, Horrid Henry. So as long as you put an H, you're absolutely fine. So, spotlight round answers now. Order. We'll start with our planets, our letters that we've got there. And so it's 1 point for each of the groups if you're not using the DOP. If you're using the DOP, it would have done it for you. But if you're not, here's how we go. So the planets, the first group were M, V and E for Mercury, Venus, Earth. The next group was M, J and S for Mars, Jupiter and Saturn. And then the final group was U, N, P for Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. On to the James Bond movies. So we had Spectre, Skyfall, Quantum. So that's SSQ. Then we had Casino Royale, Die Another Day, and The World Is Not Enough. So that was CDW. And then we had TGL for Tomorrow Never Dies, GoldenEye, and then License to Kill. That takes us back. Nine movies takes us back to a long time. The Olympic host cities, they were Rio, London, Beijing. So RLB was our one there. Then we went to ASA for Athens, Sydney, Atlanta. And then BSL for Barcelona, Seoul and Los Angeles. Yeah, it is a long time, isn't it? 4 years in between all of them. It really does. The American president's surnames, so I'm not doing Trump. They were OBC for Obama, Bush, Clinton. Then BRC for Bush, Reagan, Carter. And then FNJ for Ford, Nixon and Johnson. Again, taking us back almost like the Olympics as well. The countries, territories, I have to say territories because one of them is not a country, that the Greenwich Meridian passes through. So we started off with UFS. I told you U was for UK, then France, then Spain. Then we go into AMB for Algeria, Mali and Burkina Faso. Then TGA for Togo, Ghana and Antarctica. That was a tough one, but you made some decent guesses. The star signs from the 20th of January, we had Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, so that's APA. TGC was Taurus, that's me, Gemini and Cancer. And then LVL for Leo, Virgo and Libra. Yeah, I know. Exactly, Thomas, yeah. This is a history round, you know. You didn't think this was going to be history, but it is a history round. Number 7, the succession of the throne. So we all know our next ones are Charles, William and George. Okay, so that was CWG. The CLH was Charlotte, Louis and Harry. And then AAB was for Archie, Andrew and Beatrice. Beatrice still there, despite all of the kids that they're banging out at the moment. And then number 8, the final one, names of the Greek letters, the letters of the Greek alphabet, the names of them. We had ABG for Alpha, Beta, Gamma. DEZ was for Delta, Epsilon, Zeta. And then ETI was for Eta, Theta, and Eta, Theta, and Iota. It was a nice one, that. I like that one, but it was tough. Okay, audio round time. We did well in this. Our first track, 100% of you said Homer Simpson. Well done. Only 75% of you were correct with Emmett Brown. Maybe it's because you were thinking it was Doc Brown, so there was a D there, but no, Emmett Brown. Roughly the same amount of you, 72% said SpongeBob SquarePants for number 3. Only 46, and this was hard. Daria Morgendorfer from, well, I mean, she's in cartoons, but sort of started in the MTV sort of style. 46% you got that right, though, so well done. 84% of you, I think this is suggesting how many non-Brits we have in the house, or maybe just younger people as well. Either way, so well done to the non-Brits and the younger people for getting us up to 84%. Track number 6, 96% you said Cookie Monster. Yeah. Oh, there seems to be another impression that I can do. Number 7 was Samantha Jones. Only 60% of you got that right. Kim Cattrall, the voice, but we were in that character section, so we needed Samantha Jones. Only 50% of you said Alan Partridge for number 8. I think that proves not so much the knowledge of Alan Partridge, it just proves that was one of the worst bloody impressions I've ever heard of Alan Partridge. 100% of you said Darth Vader for number 9. I think the celebrities were slightly easier. 96% of you were correct with Michael Caine for number 10. 100% of you were correct with Sean Connery for number 11. 48% were right here, less than half of you, because it was hard. Dennis Hopper. There was a reference to Easy Rider in there. Dennis Hopper was in Easy Rider. Only 20% of you, 20% of you were correct with Al Pacino or AP. Either of the APs would have been fine. They both counted. Number 14, 96% of you said Morgan Freeman. If anyone can explain that Twinkie reference, please let me know. Number 15, 16% of you said it was Robert De Niro. 100% of you said Snoop Dogg. With number 17, 96% of you, so basically all of you were correct with Alan Rickman. And then the final one, number 18, Christopher Walken. 84% of you were correct. So, Quizmo round time now. We did pretty well, actually. We had hiccups throughout different areas. I'll guide you through the answers anyway, though. So, number 1 was 3 blind mice. Number 2 was walk in the park. Number 3 was in between jobs, and then number 4 was where we had a bit of a hiccup. Okay, so that sort of, it just messed it up, but most people were still going at it. Number 5 was growing economy. Number 6 was life begins at 40, and I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it does. Well, at least coronavirus lockdown might come around the start of 40. Number 7 was forgive and forget. Number 8 was try to understand. Number 9, again, we had another hiccup there. Too intense. So it was 2 in 10s. But we still got in it. Like people were still doing quite well up to this point. There was just a hiccup there. Number 10 was fall in love. 11 was on cloud 9. 12 was Space Invaders. 13 was Down to Earth. 14 was split second timing. And this is pretty much where it all went massively pear-shaped for everyone. I think, mainly because you were almost out of time at that point. So there was pretty much panicking going on throughout the rest of it. 15, however, was point blank range. 16 was red in the face. 17 was split level. 18 was tuna fish. 19 was first aid. And 20 was try in vain. But I would say for the most of us, we got to number 12 successfully there. So 12 out of 20 points. Oh my God, my voice is going to go in a minute. Okay, so there's all your answers. It's now time for me to give you our brain teaser answer. What were the coins in there? Really good. Bravo to everyone, in fact. The actual answer was £12.59 or 1,259 pence. So, in third place, with a guess of 1,237. What was 4? What was 4 in terms of what? 4 was missing you. In third place with a guess of 1,237, 22 away. It's still open for Quizness. Well done. Still open for Quizness. In joint second place both with guesses of 1,240, 19 pence away. It is Corona, No Lime, and Q Cubed. But our winners, ladies and gentlemen, with a guess of 1,248 pence, it is 11 away. They're always here at some point. It's the Cremasteric Reflex. Well done, Cremasteric Reflex. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, results to the quiz itself. For those of you that didn't submit in time, don't worry. I will do another sweep of it tomorrow morning. For those of you who did submit in time, just give me 5 minutes after this broadcast has ended, and it will be on the website for you to have even more geeky details of. We're going to start with 10th, because I just want to read as many people out as I can. In 10th place with 79 points, Quizzards of Oz. Well done, Quizzards of Oz. We have a 4-way in 9th place, so all in 9th place with exactly 80 points each. We have Marjorie's Hippos, Secret Lemonade Drinkers, Nevermind the Shuttlecocks, and Lucifer and the Oldies. Thank you very much, Lucifer and the Oldies. And thank you to the rest of everyone as well. In 8th place with 81 points, Quiz on my face and tell me that you love me. Thank God it's over the watershed that I can now say your name. In joint 7th place with 83 points each, we've got Freya and the Bears. Freya, my God, it's been a long time. And Jar Jar Thinks. It's good. It's a good team name from last week as well. In 6th place with 87 points, the Pretenders. Bravo, Pretenders. In joint 5th place, a 3-way in 5th place, all with 88 points each. Fake Brews. Oh, I'm not going to be happy with that. Mulligan and O'Hare. Well done, Mulligan and O'Hare. I think it's only 2 of them at the moment, folks, but they're just lovely guys. And Sunshine as well. Sunshine, my God, it's like such a wonderful blast from the past. In 4th place with 90 points, we've got Still Open for Quizness. Well done, Still Open for Quizness. 2 points. 2 mentions in 1 quiz is good enough for anyone. I just realised we should be going on to this because I'm supposed to be reading out winners. I just get so excited. In 3rd place with 93 points is Pressbox. Well done, Pressbox. You're always there at some point at the top. We have another 3-way in 2nd place, all with 95 points each. We have Kebab Machine, yes. Quizentials, yes. And Cremasteric Reflex, well done. You almost cleaned up. But our winners, ladies and gentlemen, in 1st place with 99 points, almost broke the century. It's Mint Imperials. Well done, Mint Imperials. You are legends in so many more ways than one. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for joining me on the quiz tonight. I really have so much fun doing these. I know I say it every single week. Make sure you sign up for Patreon if you want access to the website. Just do whatever you can to share what we're doing here on Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever is happening. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much. You are absolute legends. And that is it from me, folks. I'd love to see you all here next week on Monday for Adventure Quiz, fun and games. Until then, have a safe journey home from the room you're quizzing in to your bedroom. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure quizzing you. And I'll see you all next week. Good night.